Okay, thank you. Now, please. Okay, we finished that exercise. Let's have a look here. We have to go to page 114, please. Describing a place, writing part. Please, everybody, let's go there. Open your books on page 114. Page 114. Are you ready? Everybody's there? Can we start? Okay. Okay, please, class. We are on page 114. We have an activity, a new grammar part. Describing a place. Today we had to learn more about relative pronouns. And here we have three. Which, who, and where. Maybe they are considered the most famous or maybe the most useful. But please, we have to start learning about these relative pronouns, which, who, and where. It's very common to use, so that's why we have to learn today, okay? And what's the principal use of these relative pronouns? When do we have to use which, who, and where? The principal characteristic is that we use relative pronouns to join our sentence. Okay, that's the principal characteristic of these relative pronouns, to join our sentences. Okay, which, who, and where. And now we are going to learn the grammar part, please, and you are going to understand better. Ok, entonces dando una pequeña introducción. Los relative pronouns, o también conocidos como relative clauses, son oraciones, bueno, que son casi como frases que se van a unir, ¿sí? Esa es su principal característica, como les digo, ¿no? Se unen oraciones. Y sirven para dar información sobre una persona. When we are talking about person, we have to use this relative pronoun who, or if we are maybe talking about a thing, maybe a pencil, a book, we have to use which, or if we are talking about a place, we have to use where. ¿No? Entonces vamos a ir uniendo nuestras oraciones con estos relative. Okay. Entonces, veamos los ejemplitos, por favor, para que se entienda mejor. Let's have a look at the first grammar part, please. Look at this box. Relative pronouns. Which relative pronoun is for people? Okay, for people, we have to use who, okay? Which relative pronoun is for things? If we are talking about things, we have to use relative pronoun which. And now, which relative pronoun is for places? We have to use where. Here we have some examples. Complete these sentences. Now, number one, you have to tell me now the answers, class. Which, no, we use which for what? We use which for people, things, or places?
Things.
Things, right? Very good. Things. Objetos. Let's have a look at the example. This is the book. It has the information. Look at the first sentence, right? It's like two sentences. This is the book. It has the information. And as I said, we use relative pronouns to join the sentences. So we have here below only one, right? And that's why we have to use to join the sentence this relative. In that case, talking about thing, in that case, we have book, the example. Let's have a look at the sentence. This is the book which has the information, ¿no? Entonces, entiende que ya tenemos un ejemplo bastante claro de cuál es el objetivo del which, ¿no? Armar una oración, ¿no? No separada, digamos, ok, para referirnos a una misma cosa, sí, de manera quizá más específica. This is the book, ok, hablando de un objeto, el cual, which has the information, el cual tiene la información, right? And I don't need to mention the same, no tengo que mencionarlo nuevamente, ¿no? Ese es el libro tiene información, no, right? This is the book which has the information. Let's have a look at the next example, please. Let's start with the rule. We use where for
Places.
places, people, or things. What? We use where for?
Places.
Repeat. Places. Very good. You have to be sure. Seguros for places. Yes. Let's have a look at examples. There's the house. John and Mary live in it. Right? We have two sentences. And now look at the example. We have only one if we use the relative pronouns. There is the house where John and Mary live. Right? Only one using one of the relative pronouns. And also it's the same. No, nos estamos refiriendo a lo mismo, chicos, pero de forma más específica, ¿no? There is the house, ok, hablando de la casa, ¿no? Donde John y Mary viven. Entonces, es como que mencionamos el lugar, ya sea el lugar, la persona o el objeto, ¿no? Y lo mencionamos para no volverlo a repetir. Usamos los relative y armamos una sola oración, right? Like this. The next rule, please. We use who for
People.
people. Let's have a look at example. I like the girl. She sits next to me. I like the girl who sits next to me, right? That's it. Easy or difficult? What do you think? I want to know. I want to know. Easy or difficult? It's okay.
Okay, me.
Now, please, let's practice. We have to continue with the next exercise, number 2. Join the sentences. Here we have with, which, who, or where. Okay, you have to read carefully these sentences. You have to identify which relative pronouns you have to use. For example, here we have Jack. Jack wrote a letter. It arrived this morning. Please, come on, you have to write. I want to see your answers on our English notes. Please open our virtual board and write. You can write, for example, the page 114, exercise 2, number 1. Okay, I want to see there your answers. Come on, class, I need to see, I need to check if you understand or not, if you're having some troubles or not. Please. You have 3 minutes for that exercise. Do it, please.
Me hizo una consulta. En la parte del things, ¿me puede volver a repetir en cuándo se usa la palabra? Es que esa parte me confundí.
Yeah, okay. Here we have, look at the first, well, look at the books. Grammar's book, okay? Today we are learning more about relative pronouns. We have a lot of relative pronouns, but we are starting learning these 3, which, who, and where, okay? So there are some rules that you have to memorize. We use which for things, okay? Let's have a look at examples. As you know, relative pronouns, we use relative pronouns for when we have to join the sentence, okay? Si se fijan en el primer ejemplo, tenemos una oración, sí, 2 oraciones, ¿no? Porque están divididas con un punto. This is the book. It has the information, okay? Let's have a look at the next example. This is the book which has the information. Ok, entonces, ¿cómo sé, cómo determino qué relative pronoun debo usar? ¿No? Tienen que estar atentos a lo que se está diciendo en la primera oración. This is the book. Ok, ¿de qué estamos hablando? Del libro. ¿Qué es el libro? Un objeto. Ah, ok. Para los objetos yo uso el relative pronoun which, ¿cierto? This is the book which has the information. Este es el libro, el cual tiene la información, el cual contiene la información. Right? Let's have a look at next. We use where for places. Usamos este relative pronoun where para los lugares. De la misma forma, la misma función. Nos ayuda a unir oraciones, ¿no? Para que no sean separados ni nada. Y hablamos de lo mismo. For example, there is the house. Ok, aquí estamos hablando ya de un lugar, no una casa. There is the house. John and Mary live in it. John y Mary viven ahí. There is the house where John and Mary live. Right? Podemos armar nuestra oración así, uniendo, ya no, y sin tener que mencionar nuevamente la casa ni nada. No, esta es la casa, hay una casa donde John y Mary viven. ¿No? Entonces, hablamos de algo y al ladito está el relative, ¿no ve? El libro, el cual, la casa, donde, ¿no ve? La casa donde John y Mary viven. And finally, we have the next rule. We use who for people, right? Look at the examples. I like the girl. She sits next to me. Okay, and now I want to join. I need only one sentence. What do I have to do? I have to use the relative pronoun. In that case, I like the girl who sits next to me. ¿No? La primera oración es, me gusta esa chica, una chica. Es una persona. Entonces, ¿qué relative uso? Who. ¿Quién? A ver, me gusta esa chica. ¿Quién se sienta al lado de mí? Okay, that's it. Please.
Okay, Miss, gracias.
You're welcome. Please now, students, I need to see your answers. Everybody. Todos, por favor. Finish. I have here 21 students, so I need to see 21 answers. It's not difficult, students. You can. 1 minute more. I'm waiting for your answers. Do it, please. Do it. Everybody. Finish? Okay, let's have a look, please, students. We have number 1. Remember, the principal idea of the relative pronouns is that we use for joined sentences. That's the principal characteristic, right? Let's have a look at the first example. Jack wrote the letter. It arrived this morning. What do you think? Please, I want to listen. Please, Kevin, could you read your answer?
Okay, Miss. Jack wrote the letter which it arrived this morning.
Okay, very good, but I'll listen a mistake. Jack wrote, okay, very good. The correct relative pronoun here is which. Jack wrote the letter. Right? Ok, ya hemos identificado. ¿De qué se está hablando? De una carta, ¿cierto? La carta que es un objeto. Very good. So that's why we use the relative which. Jack wrote a letter which arrived directo. ¿Ok? El cual ya no necesito añadir it, ¿no? Refiriéndome nuevamente al objeto, ¿no? En este caso la carta ya no. Este which ya está diciendo el cual, ¿no ven? Jack escribió una carta, el cual ¿no? El cual refiriéndose a la carta. El cual llegó esta mañana. Which arrived this morning. So, entonces ya no tengo que hacer referencia nuevamente de lo que estoy hablando con it, they, por ejemplo. No es necesario. ¿Ok? ¿Por qué? Porque ya estoy usando relative. ¿Y cuál es su función? Unir la oración. ¿No ven? Entonces justo está en medio. ¿Ustedes se fijan? Which arrived. Entonces ya no necesito sujeto. It. ¿Cierto? Que estaba usando para unir, para armar oraciones separadas. Ok, para armar oraciones separadas voy a necesitar. Sí, pero cuando estoy uniendo solo necesito el relative. Ok, that's it. Very good. Please, the next example, number 2. There is the park. We play football in it. Please. Galia. Galia, please. Come on. Galia, hello. Please, Andy. Andy. No. Please. Christian.
There is the park where we play football in it.
Very good. Yes, that's it. There is the park where, excellent, where we play football in it, right? Okay. There is the park where we play football. Okay. Bien, aquí ya hemos identificado, ¿cierto? Park is a place, right? Where, that's why here we are using the relative pronoun where. Okay, let's have a look the next place, number 3, sorry. This is the hotel. I always stay here. Any volunteer? Please. Celida? Celida, please. Come on, students, we have to finish the lesson. Celida. ¿No está? Chicos, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué no responden así? He visto un meme, yo creo que eso es muy cierto. Que las clases a veces son un poco... Estás ahí, responde así, ¿no? Please come on, I need a volunteer. Number 3. This is the hotel, I always stay here. Come on.
This is the hotel places. I always stay here.
Repeat it, please, Kevin.
This is the hotel.
Ya, bien. This is the hotel. Ya. Estamos hablando de un hotel, ¿cierto? ¿Cuál es el relative que vas a usar? This is the hotel.
Where?
Where? Very good. This is the hotel where, sorry, where, what? Continua. Where?
I always stay here.
Very good. Where I always stay here, right? Directo podemos dejarlo ahí. This is the hotel where I always stay, ¿no? Ese es el hotel donde siempre me hospeo, donde siempre me quedo, ¿cierto? Ok. Very good. Number 4. Barbara's got a car. It's faster than yours. Okay, please volunteers again.
Barbara's got a car who faster than yours.
Okay, near, but no, we have a mistake there.
You miss.
Come on.
Barbara's got a car which is faster than yours.
Okay, here. Barbara's got a car. Ok, ¿cuál es? ¿De qué estamos hablando aquí, chicos? Quiero que identifiquen primero. ¿De la persona o del objeto? En este caso, un carro, ¿no? ¿De la persona o del carro? ¿Cuál es
Del
el principal?
carro.
Del carro. ¿Por qué? Porque la siguiente, ¿qué dice? ¿No? Es más veloz que el tuyo. ¿No ve? Entonces, si vamos a pensar que es para la persona, ¿cómo sería más veloz? Como, bueno, sí puede ser, ¿no? Que pueda correr más, pero no. Barbara's got a car. Ya, entonces estamos hablando del carro, ¿no? Which is faster than yours. No, haciendo el agua el carro. El cual es más veloz que el tuyo, ¿cierto? Barbara's got a car which is faster than yours. Estamos uniendo la oración, ¿cierto? Pero es importante, chicos, que en la primera oración ustedes identifiquen de qué se está hablando, del lugar de la persona o de un objeto, ¿ok? Es importante para que puedan unir, ¿sí? Siempre tiene que tener sentido en todo lo que se está mencionando. Now, please, the next number 5. I met the man. He lives in the house on the corner. Please, any volunteer?
I meet the man who lives in the house
On the
the
corner. Yeah,
corner.
very good. Excellent. Let me write. I meet the man who, ya está, ¿no? ¿Quién? Who lives in the house on the corner. Okay, here we have the students. Okay. It's okay. Any question maybe? It's clear? It's okay, students.
Yes,
¿Se
miss.
entendió? Yeah, very good. I think it's easy, it's not difficult, right? But that's why you see grammar is really, really important. You have to memorize, okay? Eso siempre, por favor, chicos, sí les voy a pedir una repasadita, un memoriz. Esto es para esto, esto es para tal, por favor, ¿sí? Y esto les va a servir toda su vida, no se van a olvidar nunca, ¿ya? Now, we have a homework, students. We have to check now. Exercise number 3. Read about London and complete the text with the words from the box. Here you have class, right? Maybe this is an exercise, yes. Maybe it's not the same, but the idea is that you have to choose the relative again and you have to write in the correct order. Ok, de repente aquí ya está el relative, pero con no solo sueltito, ¿no ve? Ya está con algo más, con el complemento. Entonces aquí ustedes tienen que leer más cuidadosamente para determinar qué relative va. Vamos a ver, vamos a ir con el ejemplo. Let me erase. If you have any new vocabulary, you have to tell me, please. Okay, here you have, as you can see, look at the box. You have many options, right? And as you can see, we have the relative, where, which, who, right? And something else. But the idea is the same. You have to read carefully and you have to write the correct answer. For example, London has a population of about, okay, what we are talking about, a lot of people, right? Entonces eso les tiene que venir a la mente. ¿Qué podría ser? ¿Cuál podría ser? Right? ¿No? A ver, vamos pensando, please, students. Come on, come on. A ver, vamos a fijarnos un ratito para que vea, para que podamos ver si nos alcanza el tiempo y terminamos o nos vamos con esta actividad. Let me check. Because we have to finish. And on Monday it's going to be your test. But I think, okay, we have to do that part too. Yeah, have to finish, students, okay? Terminaremos, por favor. Okay, we have 10 minutes for the exercise that you are doing on page 114. And the rest 10 minutes, we are going to finish this part. It's not difficult. It's like the last part of the lesson. So please, let's go back again to page 114. Okay. Okay, I want to listen your answers, please, students. Okay, we have 10 minutes for that exercise, please, class. Now, I think it's no, only 6 minutes, please, class. Okay, read carefully, choose. No, it's okay, thanks. So let's have a look at the first example. London has a population of about 7 million. It lies on the River Thames. And here you have to complete. What is the correct option? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or H? Which one? London has a population of about, en este caso, chicos, no tienen que leer hasta el final, ¿no? Has a population of about 7 million. It lies on the River Thames. ¿Cuál será? Aquí ya nos está dando otra pista. It lies on the River Thames. Descansa. ¿Dónde? The River Thames, right? Which one do you think is the correct answer here? What do you think?
B.
Near. In that case, yes, the correct answer is E. E. I'm sorry. E. Okay. Nearly 2,000 years ago, from about 1,800 until World War II. London was the biggest city in the world, but now there are many cities.
Sí.
Sí, very good. Sí. Aquí, chicos, de repente les llega a confundir, por eso les digo, tienen que leer todito, porque miren, aquí ya las opciones de respuesta también son más largas, ¿no? No solo es escoger which, bueno, sino más. ¿No? ¿Qué es lo que más nos está indicando? ¿Ok? Y nos da más, incluso más pistas. Right? The next, London is famous for many things. Tourists come from all over the world to visit its historic building, such as Buckingham Palace. What's the next?
A.
A, very good. Where, okay, vamos a leerlo después todito juntos, ¿sí? Mientras tanto, así nada más. A, very good. And the Houses of Parliament. What? Houses of Parliament.
B.
H.
Which one? H.
H.
Excellent. Very good. H. And here the famous clock Big Ben. They also come to visit its theaters, its museums, and its mini shops, such as Harrods. Which one is the correct option?
F.
F. Very good. Excellent. And of course, they want to ride on the London Eye next to the river. Like many big cities, London has a problem with traffic and, and pollution. Over 1 million people a day use the London Underground.
D.
People, yes. Very good. Into the city center pays the congestion charge. In a minute, we are going to read everything, okay? Please, the next number 7. What do you think?
G.
G. Yeah, very good. In a minute, we're going to check. Okay. Well, yes, but there are still too many cars on the street. The air isn't clean, but it is cleaner than it was 100 years ago. For me, the best thing about London is the parks. There are 5 in the city center, but many children's favorite place is Hamleys. Hamleys, I think. And the next, please, the last one. B, the last one, right? B. Toy shop in the world. Okay, very good students. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe we have some mistake. We're going to check together. Please, the first paragraph, could you read, Kevin? Kevin, please. Kevin.
London has population of about 7 million. It lays on the river Thames, where the Romans landed nearly 2,000 years ago, from about 1,800 until World War II. London was the biggest city in the world, but now there are many cities which are much bigger.
Very good. Thank you. Please, the next paragraph. Wendy. Wendy, please. London. No, please, Warita. London.
Okay, Miss. London is famous for many things. Tourists come from all over the world to visit its historic buildings, such as Buckingham Palace, where the Queen's life, and the House of Parliament, where you can see and hear the famous club Big Ben. They also come to visit its theatres, its museums, and its many shops, such as her, where you can voice anything. And of course, they want to ride on the London EG next to the river.
Okay, London Eye. Okay. Eye. Very good. Please, Arani or Andrea, could you read the next paragraph? Andrea? Claudia?
¿Qué Claudia,
Andy,
Miss?
please.
Perdón.
Claudia Taguchi.
Sí, sí, Miss.
Okay, come on.
El de like, ¿no? Yeah. Like many big cities, London has problem with traffic and pull over 1 ¿cómo era?
Million.
1 million people a day across the London underground people who want to drive into the city centered by the congestion charge, which costs 8 a day.
Pounds a day.
Pounds a day, perdón. But there are still too many cars on the street. The air isn't clean, but it is cleaner than it was 100 years ago.